So I don't think it's a secret anymore, ladies and gentlemen, that in today's world, men are being pulled in two different directions biologically to be more masculine, because as we all know, it's the normal thing to do, but society wants men to be more feminine, right? So much to the point where dressing like this man on your screen, painting your nails, and being as feminine as you want is the great thing to do. Newsflash. It ain't. So when people like Jordan Peterson comes along and all he really wants to do is empower those men who are so far down in the pit, the left like to do what they always like to do in these situations, right? Bring these people down to their level. So much to the point where you get hero feminists like Olivia Wilde creating garbage, and I mean garbage films, painting Jordan Peterson as some evil cult leader. And we're not talking about any cult leader here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. You know the script by now. Apparently, Jordan Peterson wants to put women back in the kitchen like the 1950s. I'm sorry, I have to laugh. And apparently he's just this big, evil, toxic, masculine man. And you know how she's labelled him that, by the way? Because he's simply just being a man. And, well, as we all know, that's not allowed. And don't worry, Olivia, I'm going to skip past the fact that you made one of your co-stars uncomfortable by banging the dude we talked about earlier in the dress. I mean, that is great feminism, right? Right. Piers Morgan, however, had the luxury of inviting Jordan Peterson onto his show, and towards the end of this interview, which is a great one, I highly recommend you go check it out. Towards the end of this interview, Piers Morgan asked him the question I think everybody was waiting for him to ask, and basically asked him, how does it feel that another hero feminist has come along and decided to on a man just trying to help men be better? And Jordan Peterson's response did nothing but reaffirm in my mind, remind me how serious and how deadly the war on masculinity is. But more on that in a minute. Let's just check out Jordan Peterson's response.
I want to ask you just quickly, the film director Olivia Wilde has a new movie out, which she says is based on you, this insane man, this pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. Incel being these weirdo loner men. Who are despicable in many ways. Is that you? Are you the intellectual hero to these people?
Sure. Why not? You know, people have been after me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. You know, what a terrible thing to do that is. I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice.
It's making you emotional, talk about that.
Well, God, you know, it's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are. And certainly many young men are in that category. And you get these casual insults, these incels. What does it mean? It's like, well, these men, they don't know how to make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them. Women, like, be picky. That's your gift, man. Demand high standards from your men. Fair enough. But all these men who are alienated, it's like they're lonesome and they don't know what to do, and everyone piles abuse on them.
So let me just get this straight, right? Let me just get this straight. Jordan Peterson has to defend himself once again for sticking up for men who are basically so far down in the pit, lost, have no purpose. And it's quite funny, by the way, all these people that are hammering down on Jordan Peterson for sticking up for these men will be the same people on social media, especially Twitter, hashtagging away when one of these men who Jordan Peterson is trying to stick up for himself. And that's the fact. See, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we're being told that traditional masculinity is so bad for the world. You're being toxic. You're a danger to society when, in my opinion, and this is quite controversial, all of these progressive movements, from what I can see anyway, are doing nothing but harming everybody involved. And quite coincidentally, all of these progressive movements apparently are about degrading the traditional man and women as well. There are very few things I feel so passionate about in this world, and one of them is the war on masculinity. Let's be real here. Put away the script or whatever. Let's be real, one-on-one here. Do you think it's mere coincidence that men being told to be more feminine, weak, emotional, don't level yourself up, settle for what you can get, stay in your room all day, play video games, jack off to corn? Do you think it's coincidence with men doing all of those things that crime is up? The R-word rate is up. Is through the roof. And there'll be people watching right now who completely disagree with me, and that is fine. You're allowed to have that opinion. The difference is I'm not cancelling you for having yours. They'll be sat there saying, how dare you speak on crime? How dare you speak on the R word? Do you not know how terrifying it is for women in today's world to walk the street at night? Trust me, I do. But there's one thing you may not know, and I want you to buckle up for this one, because I'm about to hit you in the face with some truth. 80% of aggressive R words that are happening are committed by men who have no father in their homes, no masculine presence, and quite coincidentally, what's the agenda being pushed right now? Men don't need to be in the household. Women can do it all by themselves. We don't need men on the planet anymore. If you think I'm joking, listen to this woman.
We do need men, though. We do.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because then...
Who runs the infrastructure of society, men or women?
Oh, at the moment, men, obviously,
Yeah,
because of patriarchy.
Because of patriarchy.
So when this is happening and this agenda's going on, then I have an issue. Sorry about the tangent, man, but I am just so tired of men dealing with this crap every single day because it's a daily occurrence now. Apparently it's trendy for people like Olivia Wilde to create films painting men as bad, when imagine if the roles were flipped, right? There'd be armies of blue hair in the streets with they, them pronouns wanting to burn everything down. But Piers Morgan, who I think does a great job in this interview, then asked Jordan Peterson, why did you get so emotional in the clip that we just watched? And here's Jordan Peterson's response, and just watch.
You've been so controlled today, and yet in that brief moment, you got very emotional. Why?
It's really something to see constantly how many people are dying for lack of an encouraging word. And how easy it is to provide that if you're careful. You know, give credit where credit is due. And to say, you're a net force for good if you want to be.
See, I could sit here and pretend, like many other YouTubers right now covering this story, and pretend it didn't affect me, you know, but I'd be lying when I watched that. Truly, that like triggered something inside me. I just see, and I don't think I'm alone when I say this, I just see how far men have fallen, not only on the internet, but in public as well. They've been battered down so far, they've been beaten so hard, they're even saying that you're proud to be a man. You're not allowed to do anymore. And we basically, when bad things happen, have to apologize for being men. Did females apologize when Amber Heard hit Johnny Depp? Nah, but if it was the other way around, you'd be seeing hashtags saying, I don't even know at this point, but men would be apologizing. And it's okay for people like Logan Paul to sit on their podcast and say what people like Andrew Tate are saying. It's so bad, it's dangerous, we won't see the ripple effects for years to come. Nobody. You'll be wishing in 5-10 years time that people like Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate were on the mainstream, because you, everybody that disagrees with me, you are not ready for what is coming. You think it's bad now, right? You think it's bad now. Come back in, I don't know, 10-15 years to me, and you'll be saying, yeah, you were right. We need strong men. I actually feel sorry for you. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Peterson being a target once again from the left, from the woke mob, from the woke agenda, because simply he wants men to be better. I can't wait till they come for me. But if you have enjoyed today's video, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that big red subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. But until next time, but until tomorrow, until we attack the woke agenda again, it has been your boy JD. I'm out. Peace. Did my voice crack then? I almost sounded like Harry Styles. See you next time.